What is happening, guys? Edgy Outdoors here, coming to you with another knife review. Today I've got one that's fairly new on my shelf and in my case, but it is the Benchmade 940-2 Osborne Axis Lock knife. It is in black G10 scales. So many of you have probably seen or had the 940 in aluminum in the past. These are really almost the same knife with the exception of aluminum and G10. And that really is the essence of the difference here. All the other specs are really the same, so I'm not going to overbore you with this, but the 940-2 is a fairly recent ad. It's the first one officially released that wasn't, it's actually the second one that I know of that had G10 handles. This was the KnifeWorks exclusive that also had the G10 handles as well, has different steel, whereas the KnifeWorks one has CPM 20CV. We still are running S30V in the Dash 2. So the other one I don't have here, it's actually on loan, is my 940-1, which is S90V and carbon fiber handles, and slightly overpriced if you ask me, but this is the 940-2, which has kind of one of the key upgrades that most of the original 940 people wanted. It wasn't problems with the steel, although S30V is, it's good steel for the price. But the G10 handles just make it way more durable. I usually carry this even in the cloth pouch just because of the aluminum here, and you can still see nicks on the aluminum for this 940, and I'm carrying it in the pouch that Benchmade sends with all of its knives. G10 is a little more durable in that you don't see problems as easily as you do with the aluminum. Overall, the 940, let's just do the specs real quick for you guys. Overall length, 7.87 inches. Blade length is 3.4 inches, and the blade thickness is 0.12 inches. Again, it's S30V with a reverse Tonto. So as we zoom in on this guy, you can look at this blade here. That is a reverse Tonto blade. It's just an awesome blade shape. I freaking love 940 knives. It's really the only Benchmade knives I feel that are, you know, relevant in creativity, and they've been around for years, right? Like, there's not a lot of creativity coming out of Benchmade these days. Top-notch customer service, not complaining about that, but there's just not a lot of creativity coming out. This year, it's really all autos here in 2017. You know, they were new autos. But it's a satin blade. Obviously, you have the nice butterflies in there that make it super nice. You do get the green back spacers in this guy. So you can see the green back spacers that give you a little bit of color as opposed to, or sorry, you know, not even back spacer. It's just the barrel spacers in the back of this. They're green compared to the full, you know, purple back spacer in the original. They put blue anodized ones in the KnifeWorks ones. But yeah, I mean, you know, S30V, can't go wrong with that. 58-60 on the Rockwell. You know, for this guy, fairly easy to sharpen, easy to tune up, and get back to really sharp. I love the Axis lock. It is one thing that Benchmade does that works really well. It locks up great. I don't have any play in this guy. Just overall, it's a good knife. This one's still kind of stiff. I like to keep them a little bit stiff, and then as I sit on the couch flicking them, they tend to loosen up. Handle thickness is less than half an inch thick. I mean, this is just tremendous. The weight on this guy is 2.65 ounces. I mean, that is the perfect pocket carry weight for a knife. Under 3 ounces is, anytime under 3, I really think under 4 is, you know, necessary. Under 3 is heavenly. So the 940, it just works well. This tonneau tip, it's great for cutting open boxes. You get a little bit of belly. The only thing I really would you know, the thumb studs and where they put the thumb studs kind of so far out on the blade, it does kind of get in the way sometimes when you're slicing. You kind of lose a little bit of slicing in the blade. You know, you lose a little bit of blade length or edge length, but overall, you know, this is a classic knife just in a new form, which is the G10 handles. Absolutely the right move for Benchmade to make, to put G10 handles on this. This still has a place in my heart with the aluminum. And other than that, there's really no difference between these two that I'm aware of. And but these upgrades, to not have to carry my cloth pouch and worry about scratching it, I don't like to get mine all scratched. So just to compare this to another blade, just so you guys can have a reference on size of the 940, here is the Delica 4 from Spyderco. Kind of put that into perspective there. I also have the ZT450 CF to give you another comparison there. So that's kind of how the 940 compares with the Delica 4, compares with the ZT450 from a size perspective. This Spyderco is dirty. I carry this Delica all the time, even with all these other knives I have. I love carrying the Delica. Recommend this. So pricing on this guy, it depends on where you go. I got a really good deal out at Semperfi Depot. I think it was 140 bucks. Might have been 120 bucks. 120 bucks for the Dash 2. 120 bucks. That's actually $50 less than what Blade HQ normally sells it for. They're at 170. So if you shop around, you can probably find a pretty darn good deal. MSRP is 200. That's going to be if you buy it off of Benchmade's website, which I can't believe people still do because nobody wants to pay retail, full retail. So yeah, somewhere between, let's say 140 and 170 bucks is what you're going to find for this on the street. And well worth it. If you've been looking to get a 940 and you've been holding out because you weren't sure about aluminum, or you weren't sure if you should get it, I definitely think this is the right one to go get. I recommend it over either of the other two, or you can even go out and get the KnifeWorks exclusive, which is also G10. I just think G10 is great for an everyday carry. G10 are carbon fiber, but this one has a blade steel and a price far better than the Dash 1. So, or far better to sharpen than the Dash 1, and far better price than the Dash 1. So anyway, that's it for this video, guys. It's a quick one. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Please hit that subscribe button. If you would like to get your knives razor sharp, you can split an atom with them. Please go to edgyknives.com and send in for the sharpening service. They do a tremendous job. Thanks to them. Thanks to everybody. And you can follow me on Instagram at edgystall. Again, thanks, guys. Have a great week. I'll talk to you later.